People often misconstrue exactly what feminine energy is, and I feel like it's become so popularized in the last maybe 2 or 3 years as people have started to delve more into spiritual practices like meditation and owning crystals and all of that lovely stuff. But there are so many aspects to tapping into feminine energy that maybe people just don't know about. There are 2 types of energy. There is masculine energy and there is feminine energy. When we talk about energy, we look at duality. Everything has a kind of opposite. So we have matter and antimatter. We have a positive, we have a negative. We have masculine and feminine energy. Neither is bad, neither is wrong, but we need both to exist in order for things to work. So when we look at male energy, that usually associates with action, with doing, with movement, with taking charge. And of course, that's not me saying that's only a masculine thing, because as I said, we need to have both. But feminine energy is the total opposite of that. Feminine energy speaks about creating, loving, nurturing, stillness, and just flow. It simply just is to be. Feminine energy also talks about sensuality too. Now, there are a few different ways that you can learn to tap into your feminine energy, and it's so normal for women in this modern day society to not be able to tap into their feminine energy, because a lot of the time women are kind of forced to step up into masculine energy a lot more. And I talk about this through the way we work and just the overall perception. We have to be super strong and independent, and that is all great, because I'm an independent woman out here, but it doesn't all have to be like that, because we need both types of energy. But one of the first ways we can tap into our feminine energy is simply just by being still. I don't mean like literally just sitting still and not fidgeting. I literally mean just by being still. It's such a common belief where us as women feel like we constantly have to be on the move and on the go and being productive and taking things off our lists and waking up at 5 AM and going for jogs. And it's all just insane. But actually, it's such a masculine trait. Feminine energy is literally just to be and to flow. You notice this as well when you are walking, and I get this particularly because I have grown up in London, which is such a big city and everything is so fast paced. But when you're walking, do you tend to take your time with your strides, or are you somebody that's like, I need to get there now, I need to get there now? Because there's a massive difference in the two. You also feel it in your body. For example, when you are sitting and you're resting, do you tend to tense your body? Is your face really tense, or do you relax? Good way to test this out is if we just, and as you release the energy, allow your body to soften, allow your brow bone to just soften, your mouth, your shoulders to drop slightly. This is literally sitting in your feminine energy. Just being and being relaxed. You don't always have to be productive, you don't always have to be on the go. That's just a simple way that you can tap into your feminine energy. Just be relaxed. Learning to slow down as well is such an important aspect. Not everything is a rush, not everything is a panic. This is why Pilates and yoga are often deemed to be like very feminine things, even though obviously they're not, and anybody can do these things, but because these movements are very slow and very graceful, this tends to be painted and deemed as very feminine. Don't chase things, just allow yourself to be chased. That's another common thing that women tend to do, particularly with dating, and you then wonder why guys can sometimes be a little bit put off. And I'm not saying like it's the girl's fault or anything like that, but it's the fact that women tend to chase. Chasing is a masculine trait. It's the doing, it's the action. Rather than just sitting and being still, the woman is the one doing the chasing, the grinding, the grafting. And it's like, hey, actually, you don't need to do that. The second aspect that embodies feminine energy is creating. Think about it as biological females. One of your key roles is essentially to reproduce, and it's to create life. Creating is one of those aspects that really embodies feminine energy, because it's in our essence and it's in our core to create, because we create life. Being creative in essence is a feminine trait, and it's a lovely trait to have, because essentially you are expressing yourself. Creativity is a form of expression. Expression is often seen as a feminine characteristic. So allow yourself some time to be creative. And you might think to yourself, well, I'm not good at painting, I'm not good at drawing, but there are probably so many things that you can do, or maybe just haven't explored yet because you were too busy doing other things. So give yourself the opportunity to go out and create. Do baking. Even creating content is a form of creation. Cooking is another great creative aspect that you can start tapping into, because there's nothing better than you putting your love into a dish that you've made, and not only eating it and nourishing yourself, but also nourishing those around you. But even just creating a space where you are happy is a form of creation. Create a happy environment, or just doing things that you love and enjoy. It's a form of creation, because you are creating your own happiness. And give yourself total free rein when you are choosing what it is that you want to do. But just make sure that when you're doing this, you are doing something that makes you happy. My next point is just nurturing. When I think about nurturing, I often think about just looking after people, and not only just yourself but others around you, as we said about the point that we just made about love. Nurturing is being able to shed your emotions and help yourself to feel better. Allow yourself to feel emotions. Allow yourself to work with your emotions, because this is also looking after yourself, but also it's nurturing yourself. It's making yourself feel better. Just having a release and allowing that energy to flow through you is a feminine energy trait. As well as nurturing yourself in that way, you can also nurture yourself by just looking after yourself. Having a bath, getting your hair done, going out to the salon, just doing little things that help you to feel better. Even having a wax, if it's something that means you're going to improve yourself or maintain yourself and it makes you feel better, chances are it's tapping into your feminine energy. And of course, you're going to feel good, you're going to look good at the same time. Feminine energy is often very graceful, very clean, very hygienic, and nobody is saying that you need to go all out, hair, nails, waxes every month, but making these little bits of effort can really just help you to feel so different, and again, just feel like you're tapping into that feminine side. Meditating as well is such a beautiful trait to help you to get more in tune with your feminine energy, because it's just being still with yourself, it's getting to know yourself, but it also does nurture yourself, because you are taking that time out to not put your body through any stresses of the sort of day-to-day. You're taking that time out to actually just allow yourself to relax. Sensuality is the next point I do want to tap into. Sensuality is so feminine. Sensuality isn't just about being sexy, it's about feeling good within yourself and feeling confident, looking after yourself, being cute, but also just admiring your own beauty. You are beautiful. You have been put on this earth with all of your lovely quirks, your traits, your way of thinking. It all makes up you. Be confident and love who you are, because you are unique. There is nobody else out there like you. Being sensual is being confident in the skin that you are in, and people find that attractive, and that's what makes a sensual being. It's someone that people find attractive. And I notice how you'll see someone and everyone is so attracted to their personality. It's because of their energy. When you have feminine energy and you're super in tune with that, you'll tend to notice that you'll be attracting people left, right and centre, even if you don't mean to be. Please leave a comment down below on maybe some ways that you have tried tapping in to your feminine energy. If you want to see more of my day-to-day life, please make sure you follow me, Savannah Antonia, on all of my socials. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.